is Tuesday. I'm doing my makeup as I'm talking to you. I hope you don't mind because I'm a bit late as per usual. We arrived in Melbourne 2 days ago, which has been very exciting. I'm super happy to be here. I think I've mentioned it before, but I have lived in Melbourne for not for very long, to be honest, but I have spent a year in Australia before, and I have lived in Melbourne for like 6 months with Finn. So I was quite excited to be coming back and see if I liked it as more as, you know, I remembered. So very excited to be here in any case. And today's Tuesday. I'm getting ready because Finn and I are going to go out for breakfast because weirdly there's an egg shortage in Melbourne. Like, we can't find eggs at the supermarket, so we were like, you know what? It's the best excuse to go out and have breakfast outside. Finn used to live here for longer than me, and he remembers that like really good bagel place, which is supposed to be really good. He was living here 8 years ago, so who knows, maybe it's not so good anymore. I love a bagel, so we're gonna go and check it out this morning. And otherwise, I need to get some work done. I might be booking myself a hair appointment today to get a new haircut. If you saw my last vlog, you saw my inspirations, which is kind of like layered hair, kind of between a wolf cut and a butterfly cut maybe. One of you told me that if I got layered, I had to know that it meant having to style them a lot, and I'm not really someone who spends a lot of time styling my hair in the morning. Actually, I spend 0 time. I brush them and that's it. So we'll see. But also I really want to change. I kind of want a hairstyle that gives me a bit more personality than what I have right now, which is just like straight hair and that are way too long. Overall, I'm very excited to be in Melbourne, and yeah, I thought I would take you with me for a few days, give you some of the Melbourne vibes and show you what our little life here is gonna look like. Also, side note, I bought a new mascara yesterday in a supermarket with a brand I don't really know, Mac & Co Beauty. Anyway, because I was looking for, well, mine was running out, and I was looking for a brown mascara because I think it's supposed to be quite nice. And so I found one. This one's actually, the color is black brown, but I think it looks brown, like it looks fully brown. So yeah, let's see if we see any difference. Well, I don't really see a big difference, but yeah, I guess it's nice. I don't really see a difference with a black one. Oh well, let's go and grab some breakfast. And this is my little outfit for today. I found this dress in a second-hand store and I really like it. It's like a big linen dress, and I'm wearing my little ballet flats with it, which I think it goes pretty well. Pretty cute. Also, I officially booked an appointment with the hairdresser, so I'm quite nervous because I counted, and last time I went to a hairdresser was 6 years ago. That's a long time ago. I'm probably gonna be told off, but I have been cutting my hair, don't get me wrong, but just not by a professional. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it's good. I chose it well. Like, I did quite a bit of research, and it only has 5 stars on Google reviews, so hopefully they're actually good. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, I just came home and I actually have to leave already for my hairdresser appointment, so let's go. Have a good last look at my hair as it is now. I don't think it'll be that different, but yeah. Finger crossed I like it. So I just got out of the hairdresser. I'm very happy with what I got. It's quite a lot of layers, but it's exactly what I wanted. I actually wanted almost more, but she told me that because I was not gonna style it a whole lot, that it was better not to do too much. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, I think it's exactly like it's perfect. It's giving a bit of structure, it's also giving a bit of volume. She kind of raided my fringe as well a little bit. Yeah, I really like it. Tell me what you think, but I really like it. Anyway, and I grabbed some little sushi rolls for lunch because Finn and I are meeting a friend to grab a little matcha in one of apparently the best place in Melbourne to grab some ice matcha, so we're gonna try that. And then we're going to one of the most beautiful library ever. Okay, it's a big statement, but like a very beautiful library to work from. I think it's Melbourne's library?
State library.
Melbourne State Library, but you'll see it's very nice. It's kind of like Harry Potter vibes, it's very pretty. And we're gonna get some work done there for the afternoon. So yeah, it'll be nice. Also, I think I'm gonna buy sort of like air wrap to style my hair a little bit better. Not the ones from, I forgot the brand, but that are very expensive. I'm gonna try and find like a cheaper one. And yeah, I feel like that'll be an easy way to like style my hair without spending like 2 hours in the morning. But yeah, we'll see. We just got back home. We had a little drink with our friend after working at the library. Gonna have a quiet little evening as it's only Tuesday, and you know, now I can have a proper look at my hair again. It's nothing crazy, like it doesn't change my whole face or whole personality or anything, but it's quite a nice little refresh, I think. It feels a lot lighter, kind of gives a bit more like volume and movement, which is quite nice. I was saying earlier that I would like to get hair styling thing like brush because I think it's quite easy to style your hair with this, but also my hair doesn't keep any sort of styling. Like she did little curls to me and it was like at 1 p.m. this afternoon and it's all gone. My hair really doesn't keep anything, so I'm thinking like, is it gonna be a waste of money to buy like a styling tool when my hair just doesn't want to keep it anyway? I don't know. I guess I'll see how it behaves in the next few days, especially once I shampoo them again because I still have a bit of product in it. I probably won't buy anything until we get to Paris anyway, and I kind of have a couple of tools at home, so we'll see. But in any case, I am quite happy. Finn is making us a little dinner. I think it'll be something quite quick because it's already a bit late. Yeah, it's 8:30. And while Finn is cooking, I think I'm gonna have a look at like little theater shows or cinema things we could do here while we're here. So yeah, I will do some research. Let's go for a run. Today is the kind of day where no matter what I'm wearing, I'm feeling like a potato. I'm about to have my period in like Could be any time now, actually. I just tried 100 different things, as you can see on the bed, and I just don't like anything. So I'm wearing just the most boring black little outfit because literally can't deal with it today. Worst things in life, as per usual. That's what you have to remember. Oh god, I freaking hate these like few days right before my period because I'm just like the biggest overthinker. Like I feel really badly about myself physically, like mentally, everything. So that's lovely. I thought I was gonna do a bit of makeup today, as I did yesterday as well, but again, I don't do it every day, but I just feel like it helps me feel a bit more put together, especially in days where like my self-esteem is really low. I feel like that helps a tiny little bit. I went for a run this morning and I tried for the first time to run in zone 2. So if you're not really into running, or maybe even if you are and you don't know, basically there is different zones of heart rates from 0 to 5, and apparently it's quite good to run into zone 2, which is, if I don't make a mistake, is running between 60 to 70% of your maximum heart rate, I think. And apparently it's really good for your heart and for like burning fat when you're running and for your aerobic and everything. I'm not gonna tell you all the science in it. If you're interested in it, like, do your own research, because I'm just really bad at explaining things in general. So like, maybe do your own research, because if I start explaining to you, you just I'm gonna lose you. And also probably most of you don't really care about running in zone 2, but anyway, all that to say that I was running very, very slowly, because usually I run more in like zone 5, zone 4, zone 5, which is like high intensity, and running in zone 2 is quite low intensity. That meant that I was running very slow, which again was not a bad thing for me being a day before my period, a day or two before my period, because usually right before your period, when you're in your luteal phase, your body gets tired a lot more easily and you don't have as much like strength as you would, you know, in your when you're relating or whatever. I did like a 5k in 45 minutes, so yeah, pretty slow, but also running is not about going fast, not for me anyway. But what was nice is that I actually didn't sweat as much as I usually do. So I didn't feel, I still had a shower and stuff when I came back, but it's kind of nice to not be completely soaked when you get home. So yeah, that was nice. Running in Melbourne is quite nice as well, because there is just so many parks everywhere. The architecture is just so cute. All the houses are just very, very cute. So it's quite nice. Like, I quite like running in a new place, even though Melbourne is not a new place, but you know what I mean, like kind of discovering new places while running. I feel like it makes the run go a lot faster. Before I get into work, there's actually a recipe I really want to try, like a little snack recipe, and it's actually really funny because I found it on Instagram and the title of the video was POV It's That Time of the Month, which I thought was quite funny because it's about to be that time of the month for me as well, and it was a little snack recipe, so I was like, well, that's perfect. And otherwise, I still love my hair. I think it's really funny because, so now they have a bit less product and the wave kind of went away. I slept with this on, like in a, as like it's a bit like little bun, which is always quite good to give them some shape. And it feels amazingly lighter, which is so nice. Like, it feels very light and fluffy and yeah, a lot lighter than it used to feel. And I feel like that's probably how I'm gonna style it, is that putting it in a bun with a little claw clip like this usually is what makes my hair have a bit of a shape and not be too like straight. my little strawberry and yogurt mix in the freezer. I need to leave it there for a good 2 hours. So I just realized that I actually started melting the chocolate way too early. So I turned it off because yeah, there was no point doing it just yet. So I'm gonna wait for the strawberry yogurt to freeze, to be all nice and frozen. And then I will melt the chocolate and dip it in the chocolate and then put it back in the freezer. I think it's gonna be delicious and, as you saw, super easy to make. I'm using coconut yogurt because I feel like it might be a bit more tasty, but you can obviously use regular yogurt. Okay, so I worked for a bit, made some lunch, had lunch. Now I'm sipping my little coffee. My little strawberry yogurt thingies have been in the fridge for a bit more than 2 hours. And the chocolate is melted, so now the fun part is about to happen. Shall we have a look at what the strawberry yogurt is looking like? Okay, so it's really nicely frozen, and now what I have to do is dip every single one of those into the melted chocolate, put it back on this and freeze it again. So let's do it. Okay, it's quite messy, but I'm quite happy with the quantity of chocolate I made because it was exactly, I was scared there was gonna be a bit of a waste, but there is exactly the right amount of chocolate. I'm gonna put this back in the freezer for a good half an hour and then I'll be ready to eat. It's very good, but so cold. It's so good. Maybe give it 5 minutes before eating it because it's quite hard and the middle is very frozen and very cold. The chocolate is not fully frozen yet, but it's still delicious. It's still chocolate, so like frozen or not, it's still good. Maybe give it a few minutes before eating it because the middle is very frozen, so it's quite cold, but very yummy. The taste is delicious. We're still working, but we need to do some groceries because we don't have anything for dinner. I don't know if it's because I'm premenstrual. I think it is. I'm sure I'm gonna have my period like tomorrow or something. But I'm feeling like eating carbs, and we had just a plate of veggies and tofu for lunch, which was delicious. So I feel like this evening I want a big plate of like vegetarian bolognese or something with cheese. Kind of craving that. So and our fridge is like literally empty, so I think we're gonna take a break from work and do some groceries and come back and do some more work, I guess. Quite a chill little day indoor today. You have to know that it's very hot outside, hence why the fan. I think it's like 35 degrees, but I feel like 35 degrees in Australia hits different. So yeah, this is why we didn't really go out and kind of locked in our work. I didn't really pick up my camera after coming back from the groceries because I kind of crashed, to be honest, like feeling so tired today. So just came back, did some work and had dinner, and I think it's now finally time to go to bed. I've been dreaming about this all day. So yeah, just gonna have a quick shower and read my book. I'm currently reading, it's actually in French, so I don't know what the English title would be, but it's happening in Malaysia and it's actually a Malaysian author. My sister offered it to me for Christmas because she knew we were going to Malaysia during our trip. It's always quite nice to read a book that is taking place in the country you're in. So because we're going there in a few weeks, I kind of wanted to get a start on that one. I also might want to go and visit the village the main character is living in. And yeah, she's talking about all these places, which I know because I've been to Malaysia before, but it's quite nice. Like so far, I quite like it. Still at the beginning. I finished Never Let Me Go from Kazuo Ishiguro a couple of weeks ago. It was a pretty good book. I did enjoy reading it. That was my first book from that author, so I didn't really know what to expect. It was a fairly easy read, a good little story. I don't think it was like the book of the year. I feel like the story was not super original. It's kind of stuff we've seen before, whether it was like on a movie or, you know, books or whatever, but still interesting, still touching, and pretty well written. So yeah, it was a good read. I did enjoy reading it. Not like the best book of the year, but a good little read. Anyway, gonna have a shower, hop in bed and read my book. This bed is also like so comfortable. Like the mattress and the pillows are so soft, and I feel like I might actually put my alarm a bit later tomorrow because I've been waking up around 6. Since we're in Australia, actually, I've been waking up around 6, which I love, but I'm feeling really tired at the moment. Again, I think it's hormonal, but I kind of feel like I need the extra sleep, so yeah, might wake up around 7:30 tomorrow, I think. I will see you tomorrow. We had a bit of a slow morning today. Woke up around 7:30, 8. I actually slept for like 9 hours, but I still feel tired. Good night of sleep anyway. We're thinking that this morning we might go and work from a little cafe because there is so many very cute little cafes around where we are. Honestly, the rumors are true. Coffee in Australia is very good. It just never disappoints. I showed you my breakfast just before, but I don't know if you saw, but I'm adding 2 basil nuts to my breakfasts because it's actually supposed to be very good for you. It's very rich in selenium and it's very good to support your thyroid. Apparently it's kind of like taking a multivitamin supplement, but you just take 2 basil nuts and it's very good for you. So I feel like it doesn't hurt, and it's something new I'm adding to my little rotation. Have 2 of those a day. Apparently you're not supposed to take too much, otherwise you get too much selenium, which is not good. So yeah, anyway, that was just a little update on on my breakfast. We are going to a place called
Into coffee.
Into
Into coffee.
Inter Coffee.
Into coffee.
Into Coffee.
Are you into coffee? I'm into coffee.
Yeah, I am as well. Which looks pretty cute and looks like we kind of work from there as well, which is argument number 1 for going there. I did a little double braid number today. I think it's kind of cool. I quite like that. We're later in the day, still working away, and I was feeling like a little snack when I remembered that we still had some of these delicious little snacks I made yesterday. The funny thing though is that the chocolate didn't really freeze, so it's still a bit soft. Not the inside, but just the chocolate. In the recipe, I think she was mixing the chocolate with some coconut oil, which I didn't do because we don't have any here. So that might be why it didn't completely freeze. But still, isn't that the best feeling, to feel like you want a snack and you just remember that you made something the day before, whatever, and you have leftovers, snacks leftovers. I'm gonna be working for probably the rest of the day now, so I might stop the vlog because it's not gonna get much more interesting. So I hope you enjoyed it and thank you for watching this video. I will see you next week for a new vlog. Bye bye!